हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू प्रो टैलेंट एंड आई एम नितिन परमार। दोस्तों, आपका स्वागत है आज के इस इंपॉर्टेंट मॉड्यूल के अंदर। वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट ग्लोबल हंगर इंडेक्स। इंडिया स्लिप्ड टू 101st position in global hunger index, you can say, out of 116 countries. So that means there are only 15 countries are behind us. Okay, and there are 100 countries, they are doing good with respect to hunger in their country. My dear students, I'm sure you are aware that India is the second largest population in the world. However, it is not a developed nation. We are developing country and we face our own problems. Okay, one of the problem is hunger. Okay, another problem would be, let's say, availability of safety. Okay, those are the varieties of the challenges we are facing. This is an alarming level for India to get into this, you can say, number 101 position out of 116. Compared to last year, we slipped to some around 7th position. We slipped by 7th position. Last year we were at 94th, now we are at 101. Okay, so first let us understand what is global hunger index. What do we mean by that? What are the varieties of the parameters? Based on the parameters, okay, we will see what is India's stand. My dear students, let me tell you, government of India has criticized this index, saying that this is not the right image, this is not the right information about our country. Now, why did they do so? Let's discuss that issue as well. So, this is an annual report published by two bodies. One is called Concern Worldwide and other is called Wealth Hunger Life. Okay, so that is the German body and Concern Worldwide is doing this. So they produced this report for the first time in 2006. Every year they publish this in the month of October. Okay, what is the aim? The aim is comprehensively measure and track the hunger at the global level, at the regional level, as well as the country level. My dear students, it is very important for all of us to understand that when we as a global citizens trying to, you can say, reach to the greater heights, we wish to work for the others as well. It is not that the world is moving in a particular way, you can say, not bothered about other group of people. That's not really okay. We should really bother about the other people, because together we all can progress. Okay, if we are not looking at the other people, we are not going to progress. So in all, there are three parameters and four, you can say, indicators. Which are the three dimensions of global hunger index? One is an inadequate food supply. Inadequate food supply, what does it mean? It means in terms of quantity of food, the availability is quite less. Even in terms of quality of food, that means the nutritious value of the food, that is supplied quite less. Then child mortality. What do you mean by child mortality? That means when the young children below the age of 5, you can say how many of them are dying. If there, let's say 100 people are born, 100 children are born, how many of them are dying before the age of 5? Now that's huge. Okay, and then a child undernutrition. Child undernutrition, you can say, having two indicators. One is called wasting, another is called stunting. Okay, wasting refers to, you can say, there is a particular height but they don't get a particular weight, while stunting is they have attained a particular age but their height is not improving. So that is called stunting and wasting. These are the four indicators out of, you can say, three dimensions. I hope it is very clear. Always remember this kind of dimensions as well as indicator. This is very crucial. Let's start to understand what is the global scenario. Global scenario of 2021 says that fight against global hunger is off track, because we are now fighting against corona. Okay, we want vaccine to be distributed everywhere. Now to do that, we have actually disrupted logistics. So now economic activities have to be, you can say, taken as a priority, not the hunger part. So as per this current GHI projections in the world as a whole, there are 47 countries, they will fail to achieve the low level of hunger by 2030. In fact, sustainable development goals have to have, you can say, define that by 2030, by 2030 we will have zero hunger. Okay, the world will have a zero hunger, but obviously that is not going to take place. Food security is under assault on many, you can say, front. There is a worsening conflict. Weather extremities are, you can say, creating trouble. Economic and health challenges associated with COVID-19 pandemic. These are the major factors. I'm sure you understand these three major factors are creating trouble. One is worsening conflicts. Where are the conflicts? Yemen, Afghanistan, Kenya, okay, Dominic Republic of Congo. Many places conflicts are happening, okay, and obviously global climate change and the economic and health related challenges coming through COVID-19. After decades of decline, global prevalence of undernourishment, which is a component of global hunger index, is increasing. Okay, now that's interesting. Okay, this shift may be leading indicator of in other measures of, you can say, hunger. This is very crucial. So my dear students, overall inequalities is another factor. Inequalities among the regions, between the countries, between the districts, between the communities are creating trouble. Sustainable Development Goal says, leave no one behind. Leave no one behind is their objective. However, in Africa, in South Sahara, South Asia, we have high level of, you can say, hunger level, which is highest. Okay, that is where the problem is. Let's talk about Indian scenario, which is bad. Look at this. This is extremely alarming. Okay, at 50 and more point, it is extremely alarming. At 35 and more, it is alarming. India is between 20 to 34.9, which is serious. Okay, and that is showing a bad, you can say, image. Okay, so out of 50 points, we are at 27.5, which is talking about serious. Okay, so India's GHI score has decreased. Okay, so initially in 2000, we were at very good position. Okay, what position we were at? So around 2016, we were at 97. We went till around 104, so 103, sorry. Okay, and then we increased in around 2020. Now we are once again going down. Okay, हमसे नीचे कौन है? Okay, so if you look at the numbers, you can say below India is Papua New Guinea, okay, Afghanistan, Nigeria. You remember Papua New Guinea is one of the new entrant in this T20 World Cup. T20 World Cup चालू हो चुका है और यहाँ पे ये आया है. So there are 15 countries, they are worse than India. Pakistan is better than India at 92. Nepal and Bangladesh are at 76. Sri Lanka is 65. So our neighboring countries are doing well. Okay, our neighboring countries are doing well and we are not doing, you can say, good. Now, government says that this report is not good. Now, why? Government says this. Ministry of Women and Child Welfare has criticized the report, claiming the methodology used by the body is unscientific. Okay, okay. They have based their assessment on the result of 4-question opinion poll. It is not the real data to be collected on the ground, but the survey conducted by Gallup, that is telephonic survey on 4-question opinion poll. So scientific measurement of undernourishment would require measurement of weight and height, whereas methodology involved here is based on the Gallup poll, which is purely a telephonic poll, and thereby we are not, we can say, very, you can say, clear about it. Okay, we are not very happy about this method. Okay, so what are the varieties of the method government of India has done so far? Eat Right India movement, okay, which is an outreach activity by FSSAI for citizens to nudge them towards eating right. That means you should have a nutritious food in your, you can say, habit. Okay, you know, you can say government of India also modified this PM Poshan जैसे मिड डे मील स्कीम थी, उसको इन्होंने नाम दे दिया पीएम पोषण. नाउ सो मेनी चिल्ड्रन आर इन्वॉल्व इन दिस, सो दिस इज अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. प्रधानमंत्री मातृ वंदना योजना, food fortification. We wish to provide fortified food like vitamins, minerals, iron, iodine, ठीक है, विटामिन ए एंड डी, जिंक, ये fortified हम राइस में, मिल्क में करना चाहते हैं. नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट लेकर आए, जिसके द्वारा वी आर गिविंग फूड टू मोर देन 75% of the rural area and 50% of the urban area who are poor. This poor people are going to get food at 1 rupee per kg, that is rice 1 rupee per kg, wheat 2 rupees per kg, and other cereals at 3 rupees per kg. Okay, Mission Indradhanush, okay, we also provided a vaccine to the children. Okay, that is very crucial, so that we are saving children. And integrated child development services scheme is what we started, and that is what we are doing very good. But overall, the world image is not good. Government must take some serious action and tell to the world that on what ground India's hunger index in reality is standing today. I hope this entire idea is very clear to you. Thank you very much for watching this, and do not miss out to like this video, subscribe to our channel, tell to large number of people to be part of Pro Talent. Thank you. Have a good day.